You got a problem?
A problem? Pilgrim, you gotta help me. I'm in deep shit. Real fucking deep. If you don't help me, that bald thug, my uncle, will beat me. And he's got hands like cast iron frying pans. The last time he hit me, I had a lump on my forehead as big as a horn. Like some fucking rhino. And it came in rainbow colors too. The horn, I mean.
Now, based on your colorful description, sounds like you enjoy it. He'll be fine. Later. You got a problem?
A problem? Pilgrim, you gotta help me. I'm in deep shit. Real fucking deep. If you don't help me, that bald thug, my uncle, will beat me. And he's got hands like cast iron frying pans. The last time he hit me, I had a lump on my forehead as big as a horn. Like some fucking rhino. And it came in rainbow colors too. The horn, I mean.
What did you do to make your uncle angry this time?
Nothing yet. But I will in a moment. Like any normal person. I took a nap and then boom. I was asleep like a frog in a swamp in winter. The worst part is that the sausage is on the verge of rotting. In this day and age, throwing away good food is a crime. Okay, nearly good food. But it won't give you the shits quite yet. If it's eaten in the next hour, everyone will be fine. Okay, maybe one of them will run to the bathroom. Better than starving. After all, no one has shit so much they stop being hungry, right? But in 3 hours, everyone's asses will explode like shit geezers. Then comes the puking. My uncle would just fucking kill me, and the rest will feed my corpse to the infected. I'd hurry this food over to them myself, but I still have to prepare the smoker. This stuff doesn't make it. Well, you know what will happen.
Show me where to go.
Jesus, you can't even imagine how important this is to me. Just grab the food rations on the table and hurry up to deliver them. You are awesome. I know you made it in time too. I met one guy who ate a sausage sandwich and he was fine. He even called it tasty. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got some spare time? Because if you do, I got another sausage run to prevent the runs. And you already know where to go. This isn't an urgent race like the last one, but in this weather, you have to be careful with food. The faster it lands in someone's stomach, the better for everyone.
You okay there?
Damn it. You made me lose count. Once more. The bag's there. 13 steps from the entrance. 27... Wait, 2 infected ran in at that point. Damn it. I'll never find it again.
Find what?
My father's CD. The future of mankind depends on it.
The future of mankind?
Mm-hmm. That's what my father says. Stellenborg, a professor of cosmology here at the university. Heard of him? He wrote a famous paper, The Cosmology of Virology. Some next-level thinking.
So what's on the CD?
No idea. My father left it in a backpack. A bag. I don't know. I haven't checked everything. I was 13 paces from the apartment when 2 infected burst in. No, wait. 3.
Do you want me to help you?
Would you? Because I couldn't even... I mean, I could try. But 3 infected is too many. They'd kill me.
Yeah, probably.
Right, so here's the deal. The CD is in my father's bag, or a backpack. And the bag or backpack is in our apartment at 116 Bell Tower Road. That's west off of Horseshoe, close to Meatpacking Square. And remember, the fate of the human race may rest on you retrieving that CD. Father will pay you, of course, when you bring him the CD. He'll be waiting outside the church.
I got it.
Oh, and here's the tip. Wait till dusk. That's when they leave. They're packed in there during the day. 5 in the hall, then 2 up the stairs. No, 3.
Stellan?
That depends. What do you want?
Your son sent me.
You've got the CD?
Yeah, and your son's doing good, if you were wondering.
Thank you for the disc.
What's all this about the CD containing the fate of mankind?
If I may be frank, this may very well be mankind's only salvation. People burn books to keep themselves warm at night. They use oil canvases to patch holes in roofs. And in Gothic cathedrals, they sell tomatoes. They don't understand that no man lasts forever, contrary to art. That's it. Do you hear? And now this transition. Quite so.
You a beekeeper or a brewer?
I'm both. That's the secret of my double bock. You must have noticed most beer in this town tastes like piss.
Well, you're not wrong.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Nobody cares about taste anymore.
Does that surprise you?
The truth is, so-called brewers nowadays are damn amateurs.
And you're a pro, I gather.
You bet. And it's an excellent time for my trade. Demand for beer is higher than ever. Brewers are in the top 10 most stable jobs in this city.
Right after the Undertakers?
Right. Nice one. As for me, I'm dedicated to nurturing my yeast and my bees.
Your bees?
Yup. You know what the secret ingredient is to brewing the best beer in town? Besides love, of course.
I'm guessing you're about to tell me.
Honey. And to harvest the best kind of honey, you need the best fed bees. Speaking of which, maybe you could help me with my bees. Feed them some sugar? I have my own special beehives in the area. Put them up high to keep them out of reach of those who steal my honey.
I can try. Where exactly are these beehives?
First, you need to find the bags of sugar I've left nearby to feed them. If you find the bags, you'll find the beehives. There are 3 of them, all close to each other. The first one is on a rooftop just nearby. If you look towards the main terminal, you can see it from here. The second is on the rooftop of the main terminal building, below this big tower covered with a peacekeeper's banner. And the third one is on the top of the main terminal station, just beside one of the statues. Please do it quickly. Business is so brisk I've neglected them lately. Oh, they're probably starving. I guess I'm...
More of a brewer than a beekeeper after all. Done. Your bees are gonna live.
Fantastic news! Thank you. Here's a souvenir for your effort. And if you're ever in the neighborhood again, you could still help me. My bees have voracious appetites.
Nobody? Ever again? That sounds a bit extreme.
Well, you think so? What do you think is the first step in loving yourself?
You seem to know the answer. Why don't you tell me?
Flowers.
Flowers.
Precisely. Nowadays, I'm hanging around near the metro station in considerable safety and all. But before I joined the PKs, I used to live down in Trinity. I had a shop there, the Blooming Tulip, near the bazaar when it was still the Church of the Holy Trinity. I was raised in an orphanage, among a multitude of apathetic people. Maybe that's why I turned to flowers. But after the outbreak, people stopped buying them.
Well, that's understandable.
Certainly, but there was this old lady. I basically kept the store open just for her. She'd come every day, as if nothing had changed. Her visits were the highlight of my day, until one day she didn't show.
What happened to her?
Her flowers ate her alive. How should I know? I was growing these special pink roses for her. It was her last order, and I simply couldn't throw them all away. So I kept one of the roses and dried it, just for her.
She'd be delighted to know that you never forgot her.
Yeah. If only I could get that rose to her. Could you take it? She never said where she lived precisely, but I asked her once where she kept all her flowers. She said, in a beautiful house made of glass, where the old mound used to be. Here, take the rose. Please find the house and give it to her, if she's still there.
Farewell, flower lady. So this is her story. I understand now why she went to his flower shop every day. Her son should know that he was loved. I found her. I'm afraid she had passed away. She was with her flowers.
So, she died in peace.
She did, yes. She wrote a letter and actually mentioned you.
She did?
Yes. Here. I think you should read it.
This old lady was my mother? So many times as a kid, I imagined how she'd look. I'd see other kids at the park with their mothers, and I'd have this knot in my stomach, feeling I could never see mine, knowing I could never hold her hand, thinking she never even cared, when in fact, she did care. I did see her every day for years. I never expected that she... Maybe this is why I couldn't throw away her flowers. Thank you, Aiden. Love isn't dead after all. I'm gonna need some time alone now. Thank you for giving her the rose. I'll see you around, Aiden.
The essence of survival? What are you talking about?
Want to find out? Just close your eyes. What do you perceive?
Well, I hear noises.
Yeah? What else?
Oh, something stinks.
Exactly. The smell. Impulses going straight from the senses to the limbic system, triggering an emotional response. Memories. The well-being of the mind.
But, well, that smells like... Well, that smells like shit.
What did you expect? What do you think people use as fertilizers around here?
Too much information.
Sorry.
So, who are you and what are you doing here?
Before the fall, I used to work in a fragrance manufacturing company. I consider myself lucky to have been professionally active within the only century when the world actually smelled nice. Now it's back to normal. So I asked myself, how can I change that? What scent would make people the most happy in this miserable world?
I sure hope you don't mean smelling like shit is the essence of survival.
Of course not. I have this really exciting idea for a new fragrance. People are going to pay a fortune for just a whiff. I called it Turn Me On. And it's almost finished. I just need some scraps for the heart note.
Heart note?
The middle note of the perfume. Metal scraps and lavender. That's all I'm missing.
Oh, of course. Metal scraps and lavender, the obvious blend.
Naira goes out of her way to be controversial.
If you bring me some, I'll tell you everything about my secret formula.
Here, your, ingredients.
Good. I wish there was more oil on the metal scraps, but...
Oh, Naira, can't you just be thankful for what you've got for once? She gives me this shit every day, I swear.
Okay. Okay. Voila! It's ready. Here, smell it.
Wow. It smells... oh boy, it's like heaven. What is it?
Silly little boy. Too young to know, aren't you? It's new car smell.
A car?
Are you disappointed? The scent of luxury is the base note, the smell of confidence is the heart note, and the fragrance of risk and adventure is the head note. All you dream about is to turn it on and drive away into the distance. Thanks so much for helping me out. Unlike some people. Here, have this. I rubbed it with Turn Me On. This'll remind you to tune into your sense of smell now and then.
Hey kids, I'm looking for a woman named Maya. Hey, what's so funny?
Maya ain't a grown-up. She's just a plain old girl.
What, you were the one trying to sell a PK weapon to Hubert?
Yeah, but the jerk didn't want it. Got all freaked out and chased me away.
How did you get a hold of a Peacekeeper weapon?
We all found it. Was wandering around with these punks and ran across a corpse. Happens a lot. He was totally dead. We searched him, and I took the brass who's a Watsits, 'cause I figured someone would pay a pretty penny for him.
Maya, I need that weapon. It's very important.
You expect me to just hand that brass who's what's it over? Are you nuts?
The Whoozy Whatsit's real name is the Lazarus, and it belonged to an important PK. We might have a war if I don't return it. You could help us find a murderer.
Okay, I'll give you this stupid thing. But for 500.
That's a lot of money, kid.
Of course it is. Life's damn expensive. I have to buy water and a marker for my brother. He's turning 12 soon, you know.
I can give you 10, and that's my last offer.
Deal! Nobody wanted to buy it anyway.
Hey, Hakon. I have the Lazarus.
Cool. Get your ass to Eto with it. It'll make the perfect birthday present for him. Though I have no idea when that prick was born. I'll be near Metro Station.
Okay. Is everything all right? I can hear you a mile away.
None of your business!
Sorry about her.
Save your sorry for Theodore. You better find him right now or else.
Monica, maybe this is for the better.
You don't get to tell me what's better. But I'm telling you, you better get Theodore out of there.
Come on. Do you really want that?
You think life is hell on earth now? You wait and see how I make you feel if Theodore comes to any harm.
Who's Theodore?
Theodore is the most brutal motherfucker in the bazaar. Should be in a PK prison.
Fuck you, Will. He's my boyfriend, not yours.
So then, what happened that might be better this way?
Yeah, tell him, Will.
I couldn't watch. This brute hooking up with my sister and...
Will lured Theodore in a dark zone, and now he'll fucking go and get him out!
Monica, wait. You're a pilgrim, right? That place is soaked with chemicals. Hell, Theodore's probably dead already. You want me dead too? Even if I manage to find him, the asshole will just kill me. Pilgrim, would you get that jerk out of there, please?
Yeah, but you just said if he makes it out, he'll kill you.
I have no choice.
Look, there's more. I'm pregnant. I found out this morning. Theo doesn't know yet.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
He lives in an apartment on Old Shambles Street, about 200 meters north of here. Theodore should be on the first floor. Wait until nighttime. It'll be easier for you. Hopefully he's holed up somewhere away from the biters.
And one more thing. I love Theodore, you know, but he really can be dangerous. Be careful.
Who the fuck are you? Come closer and I'll kill you!
Will and Monica sent me.
Fucking Will! You better fucking run! I get out of here and he's dead meat!
Oh, wait, calm down.
Fucking rip his guts out and tie him in a fucking bow!
Oh. Actually, Monica's pregnant.
Wait. What?
With your kid.
Wait. Are you telling me that I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be a father.
Well, fuck me! That's fantastic! A goddamn miracle! Why'd you say so at the beginning?
I would have, but you were a little, worked up there at first.
What if there's not only one? Maybe it's twins. Or triplets. What's your name? If it's a boy, I want to name him after you.
Aiden.
Aiden Windtutor. Sounds perfect.
Now get out of here. Monica's waiting. And Will, he has an apology for you.
Nah, no apology needed. He was kidding around. Yeah, like guys do. No harm, no foul.
You'll leave him alone?
You kidding me? Hurt my kids, Uncle? Now why would I go and do a thing like that? I better go propose to Monica. We don't get married. People will talk. People can be so cruel, you know?
Oh, the pilgrim has returned. I hope not empty-handed.
I found the Lazarus.
I'll be damned. I was right that you could open doors we couldn't. Where's the fucker who had him?
In Meatpacking Square.
You didn't let him go, did you? That could have been the murderer.
A girl had him. She's 10 or something. She didn't kill him, just looted the corpse.
Stop, we'll get back to this later. Leave us.
Looks like a constellation on your arm.
Those are rank tattoos. When we ran low on resources, tattoos eventually replaced medals. They show our hierarchy.
Like in prison?
Prison or military, it's all the same. There's always a pecking order.
I did what you wanted. It's your turn. Get me to the center.
Opening the tunnel to the central loop is beyond my pay grade, Pilgrim. Command wants me to find the killer.
Ader, you promised!
Cool down, Pilgrim. I keep my promises. First, take this. Token of gratitude.
Ader, I have to get to the center. Get it?
You're looking for someone, right? I want to go to the central loop too. My wife and kids are there, and I can't protect them when I'm stuck here. The tunnel will open when I find the killer. Is that clear? You can help me, or you can wait until I find him myself. I see traces of blood on the Lazarus's blades. Lucas managed to wound his killer before he died. Bastard's got to have a nasty gash. If you find him, you'll not only help me, you'll be helping yourself.
Okay. Do you have any suspects?
The commander was murdered in the bazaar. It had to be someone from there.
The people of the bazaar are simple folk. Why would they risk defying you?
And that's why I want to discover the truth before the orders come down to use force. Besides, appearances can be deceiving. They want to get rid of us. They think anarchy is the key to building a new world.
Well, there is plenty of anarchy these days.
Carl is a faux pious hustler who brainwashes others with slick speeches. He says everyone's equal, but it's bullshit. You can't be a leader and an equal at the same time.
I'll try to find Lucas's killer.
Splendid. That's your ticket to the center. Head back to the bazaar.
Is there anything else I should know before I go?
Yes, as a matter of fact. But this is totally hush-hush. Word of this cannot get out.
Sounds serious.
Whoever killed Lucas took a little trophy. Carved his tattoo right out of his bloody arm.
They cut into his corpse? That is seriously fucked up.
Yeah, seriously. Men found out Lucas was desecrated like that, they'd lose their shit. And it would be total war. I'm telling you this because if you find that little trophy, then you've found the sick fuck who killed Lucas.
Got it. I'll head out right now. Ader wants me to find Lucas's murderer. Only then will he help me get to the center.
Not doing his dirty work. Well, that's no surprise.
He told me to start with the bazaar.
Figures. PK and the bazaar really hate each other. Only two people matter at the bazaar. One is that overblown preacher, Carl.
I know that. Who else is there?
Sophie, his right hand. She has a way with the bazaar's more rebellious souls. Helps him keep control. There's also Dodger, a local gangster. He knows what's going on, and about the bandits led by Joe. But they're afraid of the PK.
Okay, I'll talk to Sophie and you look into Carl, unless you prefer the girl.
Sophie? She's not really my type, you know? And headstrong. Jeez, you'll see.
What's going on here?
Hello, I'm Henkel. This student here was curious about my lesson today, about when the guns were confiscated in Villador, and what happened afterwards. He wants to light a candle on the site of the March Massacre.
The March Massacre?
Yes. 64 people died that day. Gunned down like sitting ducks. If you want to know more, you should go and see for yourself.
Why can't he?
No one can leave the building while school is in session. Children shouldn't walk around the bazaar on their own.
I thought you'd be more worried about them falling into a dark zone.
Oh, kids nowadays are too smart to fall into a silly hole. Anyway, could you light a candle for him, young man? You might learn something yourself.
Sure, though I was pretty lousy at history.
History is boring when someone tells you about it. It starts being fascinating when you can touch it.
Touch it?
Yes. Take this candle and go to the monument of the World Art Congress. Or what's left of it. It's close by. Contact me when you get there. You'll see what my lesson is about today.
Hey, Henkel, I'm at the monument. You were right. Not much left of it.
Good. Look closely. There is much more to it than meets the eye.
What happened here?
That is where the riots started. People were terrified. How could they protect themselves and their families? There was massive unrest. So, a curfew was put in place, and homes were raided to ensure no one was hiding any weapons. Punishment for those who didn't comply was quite severe.
There's a plaque here. Oof, a lot of names on it. Are those the victims of a massacre?
Yes, 64 names. Things was starting to get pretty bad outside the walls around then, and the army needed more weapons. So they confiscated the civilians' weapons. Private ownership of any sort of firearm and its ammunition was forbidden thereafter.
Shots were fired.
The army started shooting at people. Panic broke out. And of course, things only got worse. The riots escalated. It was the beginning of the end.
So you're saying that Pratt made a bad call, taking people's guns away?
Hard to know for sure, but it didn't end well for anyone. In fact, the main irony is that the army soon ran out of ammunition. And just like that, firearms became obsolete. At least, that's what's generally believed to have happened. Now, you'll hear some folks claim that Pratt kept a secret stash of ammunition somewhere in the city. But if so, he took that secret to the grave. So I guess we'll never really know. And that's the thing about history. We rarely ever really know. It's not a hard science. History is fragile as the passing of time. It takes the vigilance of people like myself to make sure it's not rewritten to suit the whim of each new generation's self-righteous fight. The duty of remembrance. Everyone should practice it. Farewell now, Pilgrim. I hope this little trip down memory lane has illuminated your path.
Hey, who the fuck are you?
Easy, Chief. He ain't PK.
How do you know? They're creeping around here all the time.
He's that outsider, the Pilgrim.
What? He's from outside the walls. Well, fuck me. I don't know what brings you here, but watch your back, Pilgrim. And stay away from the PKs. They ain't no one's friends.
This time with a biomarker.
Carl said if you show up to bring you round so he can introduce himself.
What a nice change from wanting to hang me.
And remember, humanity created a civilization that turned out to be a colossus on clay legs. We cannot make the same mistakes.
He didn't want to, he had to. You were a threat to everyone.
Of course.
Do not listen to the ideologies preached by fools calling for reconstruction. There will be no rebuilding. Who would have thought? A pilgrim in the bazaar. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm still alive, despite your best efforts.
It's clear to me you're holding a grudge. But if you were in my shoes, you would understand. We are responsible for the safety of our community. And we treat this seriously. That's why we did what we did. I hope you can forgive us. So, pray tell, what's it like in the outside world these days?
Bad, and getting worse. Settlements are shrinking in size and number. I'm afraid soon there will be nowhere else to go.
Doesn't surprise me, son. Humanity must reach the bottom in order to rise again. And this is why we are here. Any more news?
Not really. But why don't you tell me more about your people?
We are called the people of the bazaar, simply because of where we live. But who we are truly are free people. Free from lies, free from money, free from religion, wars, politics, and the dark cloud that has blanketed the earth.
That sounds great. Too good to be true, in fact.
Oh, we have our challenges. Water is scarce, for example. But with courage and patience, we will someday create a paradise.
Well, you seem almost thankful for the collapse of civilization.
It was as tragic as it was inevitable. Consumerism, belief in the almighty dollar led to this catastrophe. So, we here strive not to make the same mistake twice. It would be a crime. We want to create a new order based on social bonds, on family and community. A society where people support each other and adhere to justice. No need for the police, military, or false authorities to shoot those they are meant to protect. We have a place for everyone. But let's get back to your stories.
Is gossip all you want from me, Carl?
No. But you came from outside, and you're walking around my flock. So, to set things straight, I need to know if you're a sheep or a wolf. What are you then?
I'm not really a fan of this metaphor.
Ah, yes. I see. Pilgrims are not people of metaphors or poetry. They prefer to act.
Yeah, about acting. I'm looking for Sophie.
Are you? And why, pray tell?
That's my business.
Not when you're on my turf, Pilgrim. But fine. I'll humor you. Your business, whatever it may be, is not a threat to us. After all, you're just one man. And we are many. Go that way. You'll see a giant of a man. That's Herman, Sophie's bodyguard. She won't be far. And I really hope your business doesn't make Herman angry. Farewell, my friend.
Sophie, can we talk?
Don't hurt him, Herman. Let him talk.
My name's...
Aiden. You're that pilgrim that came to town recently.
You're sure well informed.
Don't have much of a choice. I'm in charge of safety here. Besides, yesterday you made quite an entrance.
I'm looking for a job. Would you happen to know of any?
People here say you can be useful. I'd rather see for myself. How about a small errand first?
What are you proposing?
Go to one of the craftmasters, Alberto or Vincenzo. Both know the location of the purest crystals. I need some for a certain transaction.
A certain transaction? Anything I need to know about?
Curiosity is the first step on the road to hell, Carl says.
Do you believe that?
I believe in not trusting strangers, and that's who you are. So far, at least. Bring me the location of the crystals first. We'll see where we go from there.
Those crystals. What's the deal with them?
They were created by the chemical bombings of the city. A byproduct of some sort. People believe the infection spreads slower if you wear them. Honestly, I don't think it does. But there's no harm in trying.
And that's why they're so important to you guys.
That and many other reasons. They're hard to get, difficult to destroy, and easy to get obsessed with. Because they're so pretty, right? But most importantly, they're real, tangible things. Way more real than a piece of paper and old money. That's why they're so bloody expensive.
Alberto and Vincenzo? Tell me more about them.
A father and son duo. Alberto, the father, tends to yammer on. Before 0 hour, he had a workshop and piles of cash. Vincenzo, his son, kinda shy. They're both craftsmen, clever too. The kind that can make a watch out of old gum and a piece of string.
You said you were in charge of safety at the bazaar. What does that mean exactly?
It means any PK who threatens our community of free people can count on me breaking his skull.
Oh, from the way Carl talked, you sounded more like pacifists.
We're trying to overturn the old ways and usher in a new era for humanity. It's a true revolution. And every revolution needs two things to succeed: ideology and an armed faction to enforce it.
Fine. I'll go talk to one of those craftmasters.
They should be at the bazaar. Do well, and we can think about giving you bigger jobs.
I'm Damien.
Aiden.
You're new here, right?
Does it make a difference?
I pride myself on knowing everyone in this dump, but I don't know you.
Maybe that's because I just got into the city.
For reals? Wow. Respect. I heard that outside the walls, it's a bloodbath.
What does this have to do with the job?
Nothing, my friend. Just sussing you out. And I like what I've sussed so far. But about the job. First and foremost, it'll require a certain amount of discretion on your part. You'll be doing business for my partners, and it's their business only. No one else's. Head on over to meet them in West Quarry End. They'll fill you in on the details.
Understood. I'll go report to them.
Don't keep them waiting.
You look anxious.
Look, Urban, your nosy friend's back.
Found a job?
No luck yet.
It's not about luck, kid, but about character.
Like yours?
Ballsy. Okay, then. What does your hungry soul crave?
Someone like you must know a lot.
Out of modesty, I won't deny it.
And maybe a little bird told you what might have happened to Lucas?
You know, I heard a pilgrim has come to the city. Very nosy. Grills people about stuff. Gets in the way. Sounds a lot like you. It can't be a coincidence.
Sure it can.
I don't believe in them.
You know anything about Lucas or not?
Well, that kind of information is expensive. You can't afford it.
I could work for it. You got any work I could do?
Leave your CV with my secretary and we'll get back to you.
Come on, don't fuck with me. I'm serious.
You barge in here like you own the place. Takes coconut-sized balls. That's my kind of man. Or should I say, pilgrim. Okay. I might have a small errand for a tough guy like you. Take care of it, and we'll see whether you're worth knowing.
What do you need?
Minor thing. Need you to check in on a guy who's late delivering my order. Been incommunicado for a few days now. Might be trying to avoid me. He usually doesn't keep me waiting. No one does.
Who's the guy?
Hubert. Half-assed Hubie, we call him.
Met him. Lives up to his nickname.
Need you to find out what's up with him this time.
Okay. I'll come back after I've spoken to him.
He lives in the tallest building on the edge of Trinity Court, opposite the bazaar on Horseshoe. You can't miss it. But getting to him is another story.
Why?
Hubert's not just a fence. He makes money where he can, and now he's hiding from half the city. He's super paranoid. Lives like a rat in a maze to keep himself safe. You'll need to climb up and find one of his secret passages to get in.
I can handle it.
When you're there, give him the password Sayonara, so he knows I sent you.
Got it. Sophie sent me. She says you know where they can find some crystals?
Oh, for fuck's... They've already sent one of their...
Fuckwits? Who?
That fellow... Sophie's brother. Huh? What was the asshole's name?
Barney. The asshole's name is Barney. And he asked the same question about a dark zone with crystals.
Yeah, that's news to me. So where is that dark zone?
It's 120... 100 and...
Dad, can I tell him?
Oh, please.
100 meters from the metro. There's a big sign, fashion store, and a windmill on the other side of the street.
Thanks.
Well, what did you find?
I know the location, but I was told your brother asked about it already.
Herman! See if Barney turned on his radio. Barney? Answer me. Barney! Damn. So that's why he's gone offline. He's looking for the crystals on his own. And throwing a wrench in the works yet again.
This isn't the first time, I gather.
No. He's always trying to prove himself. Last time he got wounded. Wasn't that long ago either. The fucking kid. I'll kill him. I'll just kill him.
Why blame yourself? We all make our own beds.
Listen. You said it yourself. You're new here. So you don't know much. I'm responsible for security here, and he's my brother. I promised I'd look after him.
You promised? Promised who?
Never mind. I'll kick Barney's ass when he gets back.
How'd Barney get wounded?
He didn't want to tell me. My guess is that the PK's got a hold of him.
Your brother keeps secrets from you?
That's none of your business. Barney, answer me! Damn it all to hell! If he went to a dark zone in his condition, he's a goner.
I can try to track him down.
You?
I've been in the dark zone before. In the GRE hospital.
St. Joseph Hospital? Really? If you save him, you won't regret it. We still have some time. Barney will likely wait till dusk. Going into a dark zone during the day is suicide. Just bring him back home safe.
I'll do my best.
Good luck.
Hey, mister! Seen a dog anywhere? Pretty big, thick black fur, chases balls like a puppy, but he's pretty old, actually.
Nope. I haven't seen any dogs around here.
Buddy's a stray, but he shows up here every day to play with me. I take him home, but my uncle won't let me. Maybe one day.
Wish I had a dog. They're pretty cool.
Cool? You don't know the half of it. I mean, listen to this. Dogs have 112 more bones than people. And a higher body temperature. But Buddy His nose is always cold. And it's not true they only see in black and white. I have 2 toy balls, and Buddy always fetches the blue one. It's his favorite.
Oh, bummer, kid, but I'm in a rush. I'll tell you what, if I see Buddy, I'll let you know.
Thanks. Oh, don't be offended if he runs away from you. He plays with me, but won't go near strangers.
I'll keep that in mind.